All right, are we live yet? We're going to go live here in a minute. Let's see. Henry McClure live. Hey, I'm down here in the Glass Houses studio. How you doing today? I just got a call from my dear friend, Brett Blackburn. We go all the way back to fourth grade. And Brett, I don't know how you describe him. Do I get mad at him sometimes for some of the stuff he does? But I love Brett like a brother. He's family. And I've known his family and his mom and dad, and I really wish I'd have met his grandfather. But anyway, Blackie called me up, and he goes, elections have consequences. And he pointed out that the county might have had the county might be run differently if he and I would have replaced Cook and Mays. And so Shawnee County and the Greater Topeka Partnership and the Chamber made sure, because Cook and Mays were their choices. These guys, those were the choices. They backed them. They made sure that they got in. To the 9,213 people that voted for me, thank you. Because look, I hate to say it, it couldn't be any worse having me there. But I'm telling you, Blackie would have been a great guy to have on there. But because see, without Blackie, I would have been up against Bill and Mays. Probably Bill is more conservative than Mays, but look at the outcome. Mr. Is what it is. Could you imagine the arrogance of a public servant saying, hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. Now that's something we say in the real estate business day to day when it comes down to brass tacks. Hey, if you don't pay the price, or, if you can't live up the deal, if I can't get a deal approved, it is what it is. You got to move on. So we also live in an environment of appraisals, and it's a false market for the actual valuation of your real estate. So you're probably going to be looking at more of like a 9 or 10% increase. And if you would have had Blackie and I in there, we could have at least attempted to make a change. We've got so much duplication. So we merged the parks. But did we ever, and I'm not saying hire a consultant, because we're going to get to that in a second, but did we ever do an internal audit? Did we ever just audit ourselves just so we could go back and say, hey, putting the parks together, that was a smart job. We did a good job. So, but were there any efficiencies? Jetto right over here, Jetto is the closest thing we have to a consolidated government. And look what they do. Jetto, what is the first thing that they do? They go out and hire a consultant. Go Topeka is nothing more than a consultant to Jetto. Hey, you're live on the Henry McClure Live Show. Do you want to be live in the studio? Otherwise, I'll have to call you after I'm off the air.
Call me back.
All right. All right. So, hey, I'll take your phone call. I'll answer your questions. You know, Charlie Kirk right now would be proud to have his name used as an analogy. And I said on a post that the taxpayers are Charlie Kirk, and Jetto and the government, they're the rifle. They're killing us. This government is killing us. Just think about $125 million. Where did $125 million go? We didn't get more people to want to live here. We still, choose Topeka is the equivalent of, they had to tie a pork chop around the kid's neck to get the dog to play with it, That's choose Topeka. Sorry, Tyler Jaggers. We did get Tyler Jaggers out of this deal. But look at this. So the consultant to Jetto is Go Topeka. Now, but this is what we've got going on. We've got Go Topeka, and the board of Go Topeka said, well, we're the ruling class. We're going to give $9.5 million to Cody Foster for his AT&T building, and we're going to have we're going to put Go Topeka in business. And what I'm saying today, and the hotel's not settled. We're going to have to start over because the hotel's not a done deal. I guess I could core a request. I can core a request to see when the closing date is, but that's the worst deal known to man. Think about it. We had a $7.5 million deal thanks to Sue Loeffler, thanks to Doug Bassett out at Berkshire Hathaway. We got to put this whole thing in the hands of the public. The voters in this community have never been so neutered. Look it up. That's a big word. Neutered. So, what this is about is look what happened in the county. I tried. The day you guys believe that I'm not doing this for my own personal gain, you'll vote for me. The day you can say, well, he's actually trying to work for us. He doesn't want this shenanigans to go on anymore. I don't want a lobbyist running this city. I don't want a lobbyist running this city from the mayor's standpoint that has to answer to people. A lobbyist gets paid because they don't have their own ideas, but they implement the ideas of those paying them. I can't think of anything worse in our community right now is to have another guy that doesn't have his own ideas. We've already got that. I want to talk about, I had coffee with a friend this morning, and my friend kept bringing up about Braxton and bringing up the consultants. The very first thing the consultants, do. Let's take a little. Hey, look at this. You guys are gonna like this. Look at this. Cause see, I want to leave this. Look at this. Look at this. So I can write. It's like a big Post-it. Isn't this fun? All right, let me get a pen. Okay, so consultants recently, besides Go Topeka, Here. That's $5 million. But here's the good one. This isn't the right pen. This is a whiteboard pen. But listen to me. Think about it. They hired a consultant. They hired a consultant for $554,000 to consult with them how to sell the hotel. Well, I can sell a hotel. Here's the income. Here's the expenses. It's simple. I get paid 6% commission on deals like that every day as a real estate broker. Hey, look, as a mayor, I know I can't be in on every deal. I know I can't maybe be in on any deal with Topeka. There's a developer mayor down in Texas that just says Topeka's off limits. You know, I want to finish what I've got on the table. Everybody knows what I got going on. Trying to put a full court press on some of this stuff. But you want to know what the real problem is in this town? Braxton. You know, there was a young lady working in the planning department, Rhiannon. I mean, she's as green as they come. She didn't really have a background in planning, and she was a Go Topeka hire. Okay, so let's look aside that. She could have done Braxton's job. We didn't need a Braxton. Because all she would have had to do is hire all the consultants. And what a better person to hire the consultants than the person that really doesn't have the background in it. But that's the point. Braxton doesn't have the wherewithal, the internal brains to do anything himself. And why does Braxton just get to keep coming and going? Yo, hey, I'm in the city over here. Now I'm going to go work for my father-in-law. Well, I get divorced now. Father-in-law fires me, and I'll go back to the city. He isn't doing us any favors working here. He lives in the Ramada and wants to be in Florida. So let's just help him along to his next life. There's nothing wrong with that. But some people are really concerned about the city manager and what he actually contributes to our community. Now, I got a video clip, and I was I could see myself sitting in the meeting, but the police chief actually said that here was the budget for Austin, Texas, for the city of Austin. Now, I don't know if that's true or that was changed with AI, but look, you guys, what I'm trying to tell you is what's going on over here with your tax dollars. It's game over. You've lost control. You've lost complete control, and it's right out. It's right out in the. It's right out in front of your nose. You've lost complete control. Do you know the voter has no say in this community anymore? The chamber picks their people. They picked Cook, and they picked Mays. And look what it got you. Because you know what now? It is what it is. And Cook does a really good job of acting like he cares. But I'm ready for Cook to be out of politics, personally. I'm ready for Aaron Mays to be out of politics, personally. I'm ready for Bill to be out of politics. We got to make some changes. But you've got a chance right now, Topeka, you've got a chance right now to have something change. So, hey, look, the $40,000 salary, I'd love to be able to donate that back to the city. I'd love to be able to do it. I mean, we're going to have to figure out, I mean, I'm transparent, you know, everything I do, every move I make. But imagine me being the mayor of the city and being able to report to you the way I do. Being able to do my show from the mayor's office. Hey, Henry McClure Live, look at this. This is what we got going on. Total transparency. We can't go to the board meetings of Go Topeka, and I can't even get the vote count of who's spending our money. And hey, look, and so what? If you guys want change to happen, this is your chance. You got a chance. Somebody goes, well, what's your platform? Well, I'm just not going to do what they're doing now. I'm going to be a no vote. I'll use my power as a veto. I'll use the power of the veto of the mayor. We got to get the Citizens Commission going. But the consultants, the first word out of Braxton's mouth on everything, well, let's get a consultant going. Let's get our consultant going. We spent $3.5 million with consultants for Benish. Oh, well, so, no, real quick, let me go back to Rhiannon. Because she's a smart girl. And she's a nice person. And her mom is really smart and a good person. So I know Rhiannon comes from good stock, you know. And it's a shame that guys like Braxton want to dump all the work on the young kids and not do anything themselves. And her work environment, I don't know. I haven't talked to her. We rarely talked. But I'm just, from what I see and what I've heard, is that they just kept dumping stuff on her. And it made her job unpleasant. And a girl like that, she's sharp. She can get a good job anywhere. Or a lot of good places would hire a young lady like that. I wish her all the luck in the world. I got a lot on my mind. I'm going to need your help as your mayor. I'm not doing this for me. This is your chance to have a voice. Have a voice in the government going forward. But we got to stop what we're doing. Craig McCullough goes, I think when I was treasurer for his campaign, he goes, I just want to say we need to stop the stupid. And he was right back then. But I'm live, Henry McClure. Man, I got a call from a very VIP. I got to call that guy back. That's money calling. Oh, hey, real quick. The land bank. We got to get Jimbo to donate all that land to the land bank. And whoever's running the land bank ought to be out there talking to him. Also, I've got a couple other properties that I'm going to contribute. Two of the owners they're going to engage me as, it's no commission, but we've got more property we want to give to the land bank. And the one thing that I like about the land bank more than anything is it's already got a deal. So here's the rules of the land bank. It's already out there. It doesn't matter what your last name is. You apply for it, and the land bank, Kevin Cook would be great for the land bank because it is what it is. Kevin Cook. And Blackie, thanks for calling me today and reminding me. Elections have consequences. We've got one coming up here. You know, if I'm not your mayor, it is what it is. If I am your mayor, oh man, we got changes to make. But we gotta get you involved with the Citizens Commission. Hey, thanks for taking a minute. You can call me anytime. Hey, look at this, Dr. Cogswell. Dr. Cogswell online. Thank you for all your, Dr. Cogswell wrote a book. I'm going to read it, and then we'll promote it on the show. Henry McClure Live. Dr. Cogswell was out with me at Lawrence Bay looking at the travesty out there that's gone on for a decade. You know, it is not, government is not supposed to be, it is what it is. No. We can make changes. But it's up to the voter. Henry McClure Live. Got stuff to do. Hey, if nobody's told you they love you, I love y'all.